And you had been married once before already?
Yeah, I got married in high school. I got married.
You got married in high school?
Yeah, you didn't know that, Vlad. You didn't do your homework. Nah, yeah, I got married in high school, bro. I got married, I want to say my senior year, I think. Got married. She got pregnant with our son, my oldest. And yeah, we got married right away. Went to the without my parents knowing, went to the courthouse and they let us get married, man.
Okay, and when'd you get divorced?
I mean, I tried to get a divorce right away, but she drugged that shit out, bro. Honestly, like that ended up being, for real, like one of the worst things I ever did in my life.
My boy said they got married in high school, they had a baby or she was pregnant. Vlad ass said, so when'd you try to get divorced? My boy said, right away. If you trying to get divorced that fast, your ass did not think about it. You did not think about the shit the whole way through. And you know what probably happened, right? He was probably fed the same shit like, oh, y'all knew each other for so long, y'all high school sweethearts. She was probably like, I want to get married. You had this baby already on the way. He was like, I'm gonna be a good man, get married, make her my wife. You know, we love each other, she ain't going nowhere. When he starts seeing that them racks about to come in, he's like, oh shit, marriage ain't got shit to do with love. This shit's a fucking contract. And this contract states she finna get half of my shit. My boy immediately tried to back out. I just had to give y'all the context. Let's go ahead and continue this story.
Okay, because you get married, I'm assuming there's no prenup.
No prenup.
In high school.
In high school.
And then right afterwards, you signed a $14 million deal.
Yes.
So when that divorce happened, what happened financially from that?
I was fucked up. I mean, everything you could think happened. Like,
fuck.
I can remember like my agent. I remember telling my agent, because I always kept it a secret because I was really embarrassed of it, because I felt like such an idiot that I let her do that to me. Like, and I don't want to put it all on her because it takes two to do it. But I really felt like I was doing the right thing. You know, I was having a son.
Look, what I say, you know, look, y'all ain't got to give me my credit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give me the credit. But I literally just said he felt like he was doing the right thing, to be a good man, to just go ahead and get married because he got a baby. Buy the course, bro. What you waiting on? Just buy the course. You see it. You see it.
Me and her went back. Me and her were best friends from way back. But, you know, we definitely clashed a lot. Our attitudes, our personalities were way different. And I assumed that I'd be able to just walk away from this because we were friends, and that I figured she wouldn't try to gouge me. She wouldn't try to, like, I remember my agents telling me, like, man, the best case scenario is you can get this annulled. But if not, you're gonna have to pay some serious money. And I'm like, man, no way. This is my friend. We go way back since 3rd grade. There's no way she gonna try to, shit, man. She took, boy, I was paying her $16,000 a month.
16 what? Nigga, 16 what? She would have got 16 for 1 month. Month 2, she would have went missing. Look, I ain't condoning it, but you know what I'm saying? If I got 14 million, it don't cost 16 racks for a body. What Drake said, I know a couple niggas that'll do it for a Gucci belt. Like, nigga, that's a rack or less. Playing these games, she lucky she ain't end up in a Juice WRLD concert. You feel me? But for real, just listen to what he's saying. It's such the common thing, right? When you take what people tell you what you're supposed to do and how you're brought up, you're taught to believe, oh, this is how life is supposed to go. You fall in love, you get married, you had a kids, da da da. So he's like, I known this girl for so long. She'll never do this to me. Of course I'll marry her, no problem. And now that I want to get divorced, of course she's gonna, you know, give me the easy divorce and not try to take my money. What happened? My boy get fucked raw. No lube from this person that he thought would never do him wrong. That's what I call leading with your emotions. Feeling like, oh, it will never be me. We way too good for that. If I marry her, nothing bad is gonna happen. We're solid. She's way different than everybody else. And it might be correct, but it's like, why take the chance? Why put yourself in a position of such great risk when there's no reward? It'll be different if, like, you get married and you get $1 million. So it's like, at least, okay, I'm risking this, but I get $1 million. I'm just making some shit up. But the risk is so high and the reward is literally negligent. It's not there. So when you lead into a marriage just based off of love, you ain't doing no research, you ain't got no prenups in place, you just like, it won't happen to me. This is where you end up, for thinking it won't be you and not planning for it. That's why I always find it funny that with dudes that make a lot of money, I want to ask her for a prenup, I want to have her sign this, but I'm scared on how she's going to take it. I don't want her to feel like I'm trying to plan my escape. Y'all already know I ain't with the marriage shit, but for me, if I was to be making that money before you was in the picture, I don't give a damn. You signing this prenup or we can break it off. It's not me trying to plan an escape. It's a what if. I didn't get these racks by being an idiot, and I'm not gonna lose these racks by being an idiot. You gotta be strategic in life. You can't just be floating around la-di-da just doing shit. You gotta think it through. Okay, yes, I really love her. She's solid. I don't think she will ever do this to me, but I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to do it to me. No matter how much I loved you, I can't just put myself in a 100% risk position just because I love you. Love is fickle. That shit can go up and down. Contracts not. That shit say, hey nigga, if this happen, you gonna lose your shit. That's pretty stagnant. That shit don't change. Love does.
Because what she was doing, she was basically everything was marital property, which I didn't know, which I figured out. But like, I was signing all these deals. I was signing something with some car company wanted to sign me, and then all of the big trading car companies, Upper Deck, Fleer, Sage, all of the big time companies were signing me to everything. Nike, all that shit was marital property. So, and so she let it drag out for years. That divorce drug out for probably 2 years, bro, honestly. It was times where, you know, she would come to court and say that she was pregnant right when the judge was going to rule and say, all right, we're going to rule today. And then she would say, well, me and him had sex and I think I might be pregnant. So then the judge is like, well, we need to take a recess and rejoin when we do this and that. And then finally they was like, look, you're going to have to give us a blood test or something because we don't really, because I'm telling my lawyer, like, man, she's lying. Like, I didn't even.
Whoa. Bro, this is why I don't want the government involved in anything I do if I ain't have to have them. But especially my relationship. If she come to the courtroom and say I was pregnant and we had sex, why didn't they tell her to bring a pregnancy test? So basically they just went off her word and was like, oh, she said she's pregnant, so she's pregnant. All right, we're gonna pause it and you come back 6 months from now. Why would they not initially start off with proof? Okay, you say you're pregnant, all right, bring a pregnancy test. That's wild. That is wild to me. That's crazy. All this shit this nigga going through, where the love at now? Like, where the love at? This ain't no love. This straight contract and lawyers.
Didn't even do nothing with her. It's no way she's pregnant. So it got to the point where my lawyer is like, man, all right, well, we need to demand a blood test or something. She got to at least prove to us that she's pregnant for you to keep just because the whole time they're like, bro, don't buy a car, don't buy a house. Like, that's why I was literally living like a crab, like living like a hermit crab. I would go to my mom's crib.
Bro.
You know, I would live in hotels. I would rent little condos here and there, but I never had a crib at that point.
Bro basically saying he can't buy anything because everything is going to be under marital property, meaning she's going to have a piece of that when they divorce. So although he's rich as fuck with 14 million, he can't even use his money to buy assets because she's pushing out this divorce so far. So he gotta rent shit and live like a hermit, like he said. Can't buy a house because that shit gonna get taken in the divorce. Can't buy a car. I don't even know if this nigga can buy stocks. She might get a percent of that too. Like, imagine having to live like a broke nigga, but you a millionaire, multi-millionaire, because your ex-woman is scorned. She trying to take your money because she see you up now. And this is the woman you thought would never do this to you.
I mean, I still would buy stuff here and there because I was young and I still didn't understand the gravity of the whole shit. But eventually, they were like, man, you need to take a test to make sure you're pregnant. Then she came in there and said she had a miscarriage. So then the judge kind of kept it going.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man, I ended up having to pay her like $16,000 a month in like child support plus another like $8,000 or $9,000 in alimony. Like, it was crazy. I had to pay alimony for about 4 years, had to buy her a house, buy her a car. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like, we never lived together. We never really spent the night together, not in any of my places. It was crazy. It was really crazy. Even to this day, bro, she's trying to get my pension right now.
Oh my
She's going
God.
after my pension. She just took me
Fuck.
to court trying to get my pension, bro.
Bro, like, I have no regrets about not being for marriage for men. If a woman asks me should she get married, Hell yeah, girl, get that ring, get that marriage. If a man asks me, should I get married? Nigga, fuck no. Do you see how ruthless? This is a woman he damn near knew for majority of his life, doing this to him. Now, I know the situation a little unique because most niggas ain't finna make this amount of money, but it's just a principle. Even to this day, after getting $16,000 for child support, $8,000 for alimony, she said, nigga, that's not enough. What else can I get? Oh, fuck that. I need his pension. If I was this nigga, I'm hitting up Drake and being like, hey, what's them niggas that'll do it for a Gucci Belt's number? Cause I ain't doing this shit. At this point, like, you doing too much. You gotta get out of here now. You gotta go and buy you some first class tickets to Juice WRLD concert. I got to.
A couple months before my son turned 18, I've been asking her, like, me and him have been asking her for years, like, man, just let me get my son, man. He's acting out in school. Let him come with me. I'll still give you child support. Just let him come to me. She wouldn't let him come to me. A few months before he turned 18, right before his senior year, out of nowhere, I get a call like, Dad, she kicking me out. I'm like, huh? Kicked him out. She finally lets him come live with us. He attends his senior year out here. A couple months later, not even a month later, I'm getting served with papers for back child support because I never went in and modified my child support from $16,000, and I had been giving her money the whole time. I would just give her cash. I would send it to her account,
nigga.
But I wasn't paying it through the state,
bro. Like, after seeing how scorned, selfish, and manipulative this woman is, he still decides to trust her enough to give her the money instead of going through the court system so it can all be documented officially. So he was just giving her money, just gifting it, cash apping her, giving her cash probably. And this whole time, she's like, I'm finna get this nigga for double. Because after you done giving me all this money, I'ma go hit the state and tell them this nigga ain't pay me shit. And have you pay them, now I can get even more money out you. This is straight ruthless. You can't have a soul doing shit like this. Playing games with my son? You won't let me get my son? You playing games? I'm paying $16,000 a month and I can't even see my son. I'm basically just throwing my money in the fire, throwing it in the dumpster. Did you know she buying Gucci bags and all this expensive ass shit? My son probably see a 1% of that money. Bro had no guidance, or he didn't think about shit. He probably just got that money and was just like, fuck it. Wasn't thinking about nothing, not financially literate, just doing shit, trusting her for no reason. After she shown her true colors, he keep doing this shit. So honestly, after he seen the type of woman she was and she showed her true colors, he still continue to move like this, it's honestly on my boy. Like, this shit's sad, horrible ass situation, but at the end of the day, it's on him. You seen how she was when she showed her colors, nigga? You gotta start moving right. You gotta start moving accordingly. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even talk to her on the phone. Everything gotta be emailed or text, or we just gonna talk through the court system.
Went in and said, all right, well, you didn't pay the state of Illinois, so basically you didn't give her nothing. And I'm telling the judge, like, look, I got documents. These are receipts from cashier's checks. This is over $1 million I've given this girl. They're like, no, that was a gift. If you didn't give it to the state of Illinois, that was a gift. I'm like, are you serious?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, bro. So they hit me with a crazy, this just happened. They hit me with a crazy tab. You know what I'm saying? And now she's going after my pension. She's trying to go after my pension. I'm like,
she a demon, boy.
But it is what it is. You know, like, I feel like, you know, I blame myself because I should have did the right thing and went into court and modified my child support, but I believed her for some reason when she was telling me it was cool. I know you ain't making $12 million a year, so, you know, just give me $5,000, just give me $6,000, just give me whatever. So
that nigga demon baby mama was sitting here playing 5D chess while that nigga was sitting here smoking a black and mild playing checkers. She strategically planned every time she was gonna fuck that nigga up the worst way, and he fell for it every time. Even he said it. I don't know why, but I trusted her. She told me I know you ain't making a $12 million, so you could just pay me $5,000-$6,000, it'll be all right. You're like, oh yeah, she finally looking out for a nigga. Here you go. He probably throwing in a little extra cause she doing, you know, he feel like she looking out for him, so he tried to throw a little extra on top. At the end of the day, she still fucked that nigga over. Got the courts to say that wasn't child support payments. That was a gift because you didn't pay it through the state of Illinois. I know that boy heart dropped to his asshole when he heard that. Nigga, what? I paid $1 million. You telling me none of that count? Paid $1 million and that nigga got back child support you gotta pay. Hey man, that's the end of the vid. Hopefully y'all niggas can take some insight from this, see what marriage could be. Could be you, could not be you. The choice is yours. And did enjoy the content, make sure you click that like, subscribe button to join the sect. We out.